The fifth most common error aspiring fighters make is they spend way too much money on their initial set of boxing equipment. They figure that they see Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather or Canelo wearing a certain brand of sparring gear, so they convince their mom, their dad, their grandma, grandpa, boyfriend, girlfriend, probably not their spouse, because their spouse isn't going to put up with this, but they convince somebody to spend close to $2,000 on a full set of winning sparring gear, all in the same color. They get $200 boxing shoes. They get a $200 plus custom-made mouth guard. And then I guarantee you, within 1 year's time, all that equipment is just gonna go to waste because they're gonna quit. Instead, what you should do is listen to your coach in terms of what equipment to purchase right off the bat. Fourth most common error I see all aspiring fighters make is they do not spend enough time on the heavy bag. Now, I could broaden that out to include all the other bags like the double end bag and the speed bag, but the first and foremost comes the heavy bag. The heavy bag will help you develop your punching power. It's not the mitts. It's not you hitting your sparring partner as hard as you can. You're supposed to hit the heavy bag as hard as you can for as long as you can. And yes, the heavy bag will always be there even when you get exhausted. So you don't get to ever defeat the heavy bag. But this is where you develop proper punching technique, and this is where you learn how to transfer your weight properly to deliver power. The number 3 most common error aspiring fighters make is they do not do their jump rope. Now, it's a perfect exercise to do either as your warm-up or your cool down. Kind of depends on what your trainer wants you to do. But the importance of doing jump rope, as opposed to, say, for example, road work like running, is that the jump rope will give you better footwork for the ring. When you jump rope, you get in tons of repetitions per minute, and you're on the balls of your feet at all times. Now, you should be landing one foot and then the other, whether it's left, right, or right, left. You can alternate that, and that mimics the type of steps you'll take in the ring. You do not want to bunny hop, meaning you jump up and down and land at the same time on both feet. Jump rope is way better than doing those ladder drills, mainly because you get in more reps per round than you would on the ladder. So do at least 15 minutes. Now, the second most common error I see a lot of beginning fighters make is kind of double fold. They, 1, don't think they need to hire a coach, and 2, they figure they can teach themselves how to fight by watching a ton of YouTube videos, whether it's actual fights of world champions or it's world champions training. I see a lot of beginners figure they can just copy Floyd, copy Manny, copy their favorite MMA fighter, and then show up for open sparring and have those moves work for them. Don't do that. It's a waste of your time. Instead, hire a coach. Now, you won't have access to a world famous MMA or boxing coach, but that's okay. Look for a coach who's over the age of 40. If they say they had actual boxing fights, they'll be on boxrec.com. If they say they have MMA fights, they should be on SureDog. Stop trying to teach yourself by watching YouTube. The number 1 most common error that I see most beginning fighters make is a mindset error. They refuse to accept the fact that they're a beginner. And by beginner, I mean brand new white belt. You haven't even earned your first stripe yet. So you cannot shortcut the whole process. You can't just try to copy black belt moves and figure you're going to jump from being a white belt to a black belt right off the bat. So it's nice that Canelo posts a little short video of him doing a drill with Teofimo. That's not for you to copy if you have exactly 0 rounds of sparring and 0 rounds of fight experience. Instead, embrace the fact that you are in fact a white belt and either hire a one-on-one coach or sign up for classes. But have some respect for the game and understand that it's going to take you time and consistency to move on to the next level of being an advanced beginner.